Alright, hi there. I'm going to try and do a second episode. Hopefully with better audio this time around, and maybe I can speak a bit slower and clearer, though that remains to be seen. So, for those who skipped the horrible opening episode, looking at you, Piddle, we're about to start up with the Lesachatina Fulican United Shells again, which of course are based... There you go, load this one. Load. There. I don't want to delete it now, do I? These are based on the giant African land snail, where it was basically ravaged every part of the world it's gone to, aside from its natural habitat. So in the spirit of that, we've created a militant, aggressive, and repugnant species of snails, whose sole plan is to conquer the galaxy and eat it. Seems perfect, right? So that would be exactly what we're planning on doing, except for the fact that our unfortunate star system has exactly 2 resources on one planet. There's also an anomaly over here, which I do not have the skill yet to investigate. And to make things even more pressing, if we look at our galaxy and zoom out slightly, there is a larger and possibly stronger state sitting right in front of us. The Shabtak Interplanetary Confederation. So, my current plan is to get to a colony ship as quickly as possible, so that we can hopefully settle another planet and start building up some offensive attack ships. So hopefully we can nip them in the bud and secure this corner of space for ourselves. If we zoom out, we see we are very much in the corner, and if we don't deal with these people, we'll be trapped here for a while. We have very few ways out of this corner of the galaxy since we do use hyperlane travel. Also, if you look at the situation log, we have found evidence of the precursors. I'm not sure how common this is, but it's new to me. So, right, oh yes, we figured out the penal colony, but we don't have someone who's strong enough to explore it. And we have our sublight exploration probes. This is mimicking, I think, what NASA did in the 80s, I believe, where they sent out a probe with information as to where Earth was, so that anything intelligent that finds it can come pay us a visit. But since this is a hostile galaxy, or so we are assuming, I mean, we're hostile and we're in the galaxy, we are going out to collect our probes so that they don't fall into the wrong hands. Unfortunately, the first Husk squadron encountered one of them, and it was programmed to attack us on sight. So this is building to some sort of climax, I'm sure. And after the Husk squad repairs, see it's a damage there of the hull points. One of the ships took a couple direct laser blasts. We're going to go on to the next one, probably Volanus, since it's right next to us, and see if we can find the second probe. Right, with that, let's go. Okay, so our science ship is currently examining, or what do you call it, what's the proper term here? Surveying the system here. Our construction ship is doing absolutely nothing. That's because it's already built mining stations in the 2 systems we actually control, and at the moment can't build anything out here because we don't have the resources to spend on well, I don't want to spend the resources on an outpost when we can colonize this planet. Also over here on Sipolan, there is a planet of absolutely adorable little Mothmen. Look at them, aren't they cute? But they're not spacefaring yet. So the hope is to build an outpost here once we've taken it into our space and observe them. Not sure what we're going to do with that since we are aggressive people, but we'll see. What else can I do? Oh yes, our contact with who's this? Oh yes. Oh, that's us, okay. Oh yes, see, they are superior to us. and they don't like us. Wait, do we have a purge policy, or do they? I don't know, but they're wary of us, so I think we're going to have to eradicate them. It's just the sad fact of life. Look at our technology. We are 1 month away. Faster. There we are. So, we finished that. Let's find a new AI. I always like, in games, to look at the text that advance your research capacity, or make your research things faster. It seems a smart way to go. How about the... I suppose it would be good to have some shields on our ships. It's a pretty small one anyways. Yeah, let's get some shields. Naval capacity. We're a military civ. I think this is where our snails would begin researching, had they the choice. Now, on our home world, the spaceport, we need to build a colony ship, which we can't and won't be able to for a while. Well, that's a bummer, isn't it? I suppose while we wait for that, though, our military ship, as soon as it's finished repairing, go faster. We can send them off to do the next phase of our exploration and look for those missing probes. There we go, fully repaired. Bring it down to normal. Now the husks are going to go to Valanis, and we're going to follow them. Yep. There they go. Faster. I think it's a very pretty game. And jump. No, 2, 1, 0, go. It's kind of nice that they get to jump from point to point without having to actually fly across the galaxy. Alright, let's bring this right down. So the LFS NAC Spectrac has detected one of our missing sublight probes in the Valanis system. We should begin recovery efforts as soon as possible. Indeed! So if we can pause it, I guess. Oh, we need our scientist. Alright, well. How busy are you? You just started. You've got a new mission. Since I feel like this is very critical. You're gonna move here. Nope. It's not what I wanted. Go. So this one isn't immediately hostile, which is nice, I must say. Can we see it? There it is. It's facing the wrong way. Okay. While in command of the 1st Husk Squadron, Admiral Zaux Farkaverta has learned to carefully nurse her supplies to significantly reduce ship operating costs across the board. Way to go. You are shaping up to be a wonderful admiral. Alright, do this thing. Go, Zaktik. Zaktiz. That's a ship. I shouldn't have given them such strange names. Oh, it's just recovering. Easy. I'll keep the military ships here just in case something bad happens. And, oh, wow. We very quickly acquired enough to purchase that colony ship, so we're going to do that right now. Can't believe I missed that. Alright. Keep probing. I get too wrapped up in the minor stories, I think. It's always been my problem with these strategy games. I'm sure I could play optimally or do some reading. Woo! We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Akmalakan. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. A commendable initiative. Or we have more important matters to focus on. No. We need to do this. This is the entire point of our civilization's spacefaring, is to find new worlds to habit and eat. Situation log updated. So
project complete.
We've recovered the sublight probe in the Volanus system. The sensor telemetry it has collected over the years provided us with a complete survey of all planetary bodies within the system. We've already surveyed the system. Okay, where is the next one? Track on map. So before I do this, let's just do this right now. Pull out. Over there. Alright. Husks. Go. And you, on the way, you're going to go here as well. I'm going to bring it down to fast because I just don't want to be overrun. So I have to survey habitable worlds. Okay. Well, we've already surveyed a couple. Volanus has a habitable world, and Ispria has a moderately habitable world. But we'll see what is available to us in Enos. Alright, we discovered another probe, and we should begin recovery. Easy. Okay, stop your order. Why can't we recover this? Don't have access to the system? We're already here. There we go. That was odd. I suppose I must have misclicked. How goes our... Oh, there it is right there. That's nice. It's giving that information to us. I suppose while we're at it, I can build some more ships.
Construction complete.
Some more corvettes. A little bit afraid of our neighbor. So, we finished the colony ship. Where are you? So, you are going to come to Volanus. There you are. Volanus 2. Colony ship. Colonize the planet. Oh, my goodness. Have to place where the ship's going to land. Now, I understand there'll be some adjacency bonuses, but there's a very, ugly layout here. Perhaps placing it in this one will at least give these ones eventually. I'm assuming we can eventually get rid of the mountain range. Noxious swamps. For snails. Alright, over here. Volanus Prime, I'm okay with that. So hopefully that'll begin as soon as we unpause. If we go back to our science ship, it is recovering, or it's about to recover the new probe. There we are. There goes our colony ship. All the happy snails and their happy civilization. Make us proud, boys. Stay away from the large creatures. Now the husks, you can return home and collect the new ships I'm building. Seems like a good idea. Alright. Akmalakan is okay, but we have some people who don't have anything on their tiles, and we cannot have that. Power plant. And you will need a farm. Oh, I can't afford it. Well, we will be able to afford it when this is built. So I'm going to pop this down, which will make it a -1. But as soon as this is built, we'll get an extra one, which is good. And the plan is once we actually colonize. How's it going? Alright, it's taking time, but that's fine. Oh. Hello, Shabtak. Objects to expansion. Oh, do you now? Your new colony on Volanus Prime is located very close to our border. Well, this isn't civilization. What are you talking about? We'd prefer it if you withdrew from the frontier to avoid future conflicts over where our border should be drawn. Well, you see, my friend, the problem is that my border encompasses yours, and that's something you're going to have to deal with. The colony is part of our future. It stays. Ooh, our first licit I have to stop looking up the scientific names. The Fulican colony. Our colony ship has found a rare patch of open ground in the jungles of Valonus Prime and made planetfall. The landing site is surrounded on all sides by lush vegetation, and sentry drones have been deployed to guard against predators. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first Lissatina Fulica city on an alien world. Can you imagine Snails setting up tents? I can't picture it. It's a glorious day, and look at that. Now, construction ship, if you would be so kind as to... We can't afford it. Border closed. Oh, so now we can't pass through. I thought that was always the case.
Special project complete.
Excellent. So we got the recovery data. Recovered the probe, no problem. We got the data for that star system. Perfect. I'm going to pause this for a second. We're going to take a look at Valonus, because it appears as if we don't have enough. Yeah, we have 96. So, first, you're going to build a mining station right here to get us some more energy, because we do want a reasonable surplus, I think, at all times. And then we'll move on to the minerals here. What's this now? Oh yes, that's a special project that we can't quite afford. Negative balance, yep, losing. Yep, that's fine, there'll be a war soon. If we go here, this second, is it moving to join the other one? I believe it is. Okay. So let's take a look at our new planet, eh? Oh, it's still colonizing, alright. Oh, that's why, because this costs 8 a day. Construction complete. Excellent. And now we have 10 ships. 10 corvettes, which isn't great, but still 10 ships. Alright. Let us pause for a second. Look at the situation log. Go to the galaxy menu. And find our last probe. Excellent. So, the reinforced 1st Husk Squadron. Go check it out. And Mr. Science Ship, please survey the system in the meantime. Alright, everyone's doing something. I do want to wait for this to regenerate a little bit, though. I feel like I may be spending too much. Although I do like to spend as I get it, as a rule. So, surface here. Oh. See, I'm learning a lot. There's a lot I don't know. Yeah, there's adjacency bonuses. So it's a good thing that's happening. Everyone has something on their tile. There's no tiles we can't use, so we can keep adding things. So that's quite nice. And Valonus Prime, we won't really be able to tell for a while. Oh, excellent. He is phatic, yep. Okay, it's a reasonable failure rate, but it's only level 2. There appears to be deliberately crafted structures on the planet's surface, pointing towards a past long forgotten. Go for it. Research it. That's the anomaly, and she gained a level. So good for her. Let's just go back and look. Oh. Ooh. The massive subspace anomaly in the Cyanides system. It appears to be centered on one of our missing sublight probes. We must proceed with caution. I agree. So let's
Situation log updated.
paused. Let's take a look at the hostile fleet. What is this? What is even happening? Void Cloud Subspace Anomaly. It's hostile. 2000 hull, 2000 shields. No FTO. If you look at our husk, we have 3000. So we are technically stronger than it, although we have no shields and it has shields. I wonder if the 10 of our ships can handle it. Well, they're set on attack, but I'll pull them back if it looks like we're going to lose more than half. It would be quite nice if we could finish this mission, don't you think? God, this game is beautiful, though. Alright, let's get in the battle mode. Get rid of the outliner. Slow it down to normal speed. Queue up this and watch the action happen. Oh. Okay, the fumes lie thick. The planet Enos 4, oh, this is what Fatic was researching, is a toxic wasteland. But our scans unveiled that it has not always been so. A now extinct civilization seems to have destroyed its home planet, via a heavy reliance on climate-altering fuels and toxins. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? On a remote hill, close to a major city, we have found a lone active facility, a robot assembly plant, desolated and surrounded by military vehicles, so deteriorated that they break upon touch. The facility is alien and mysterious, but could provide us with ample study material. A cautionary tale. I agree. But we shouldn't need to be told this, should we?
Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright. Oof. It's only a ball of light. Come on, guys. You can handle it. Get those nukes out there. Go on, go on. Oh, I don't like how much the shield is absorbing the damage. Hopefully we can maneuver faster than it, though. Oof. We just lost a ship. Come on, guys, come on. It looks like we are gonna get it, yep. Oh. You can only sustain so many nukes, even though it's from a... Oh, we took on another one. Come on, guys, hit it hard. Hit it hard. Come on, game, I can't pay attention to that now. I'm destroying a ball of light. Go on, get it. Come on. So close now. 7 ships. Okay. Whew. We have dealt with the hostile subspace entity that our missing probe had attracted. Why such a creature would be drawn to an archaic unmanned spacecraft is a mystery, but the probe appears to be largely undamaged. It has been recovered by our forces, and we have extracted detailed survey readings on the entire Synodus from its memory banks. In addition, the residual energy left behind by the subspace anomaly has generated a large amount of valuable physics data for our scientists. Good. 90 extra physics, that's quite nice actually. Oh. Probes collected. We have successfully collected all of our missing sublight probes. The detailed information they held on our culture is now safe from prying alien photoreceptors. With the combined sensory telemetry, we have been able to fully survey a number of additional neighboring systems. Oh, wonderful. Ends subsite event chain, extra research, extra energy credits, and I guess we got some survey data. Maybe. So, first of all, you, yes, that's your name, are going to go home and get repaired right away. So let's see, we lost 3 and we took out the 1. Again, I guess we had armor? But we still ended up losing 3 ships for 1. Not the worst. Alright, so back home. We're producing enough, that's nice. This person's still growing, so this is okay. Let's bring back the outliner. And let's see, we have some stuff here. So can our construction ship build the rest of the mining stations? Excellent. Okay, starting to build up finally. What about our science ship? It's already... I guess we know what Enos is? Or maybe not yet. I guess it's still working on it. Yeah. So, let's go back. Let's take a... Velonis Prime is still being colonized. What did that do for our situation log? Okay, no habitable world source to look at yet. And we're not level 4 yet. You are going home, yes? Yes. Alright. It's worrying me how much they seem to be expanding. And that they blocked off access to us. We have not yet surveyed this, really? That's awful. Well, as soon as you're done with Venus Prime, I know where you're going.
Colony.
Oh, looks like we do have some... Ah! It's finally here! Our colony! Okay. Venus Prime, look at you. You're beautiful. A lot more water than our last planet. I take it... Wow, we've already set up quite a few cities, haven't we? So let's pause and take a peek. Alright, that's a good place for them to start settling next. I suppose we can't do much at the moment here. Eventually we want to build a spaceport, I suppose. I think that's what we do. But for now... Oh! We need a governor. A recruit. Let's take a look at you. Eager, so he's cheaper. It's kind of nice. He's only 36 as well, so plenty of life ahead of him. Adaptable. Experienced, good, yeah. Intellectual. Ooh. Is there a lot of that stuff on the planet? One? No. So there's no point having a research person if... Unless we hire him and swap the governors around. Yeah, what do? You have slave stuff. I suppose we have quite a bit of influence at the moment. How about we get this guy? And then we hire... Yes, that's your name. You can keep your name. I want to reassign you, the slaver, to the new one. And... Akmalakalakan gets the research guy. Because we do have quite a bit of research here. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yes. Alright. So things are actually... Looks like they're going well for once. What's this? Fleet finished. Yes, we built the colony. Excellent. And now the construction ship should be in the process. Good. You are making your way home again. You're still figuring out Enos. Look at all these wonderful planets over here. Or wonderful systems. They're not planets, are they? But I think after that, finishing a quest or two, it's a pretty good place to call it for the day. So, I hope you had some fun watching this, and I'll put out some other stuff soon that's a bit more action-packed. Way to go. Alright. Well, for that, I guess I'm done.